Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to tonight's basketball game between the visiting Window Rock Fighting Scouts and your Snowflake Lobos. Prior to the start of tonight's game, if you could all rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Good evening once again, and now the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Window Rock Fighting Scouts. Starting tonight for the Scouts, senior number 11, Avery Charlie. Starting tonight for the Scouts, senior number 21, Cody Long. Starting tonight for the Scouts, sophomore number 22, Jacob Emerson. Starting out for the Scouts, sophomore number 33, Myron Wanika. And starting out for the Scouts, junior number 50.
Where White Mountain, Williams Brothers Auto Service, Sunrise Park Resort, the Indian Pine Restaurant, Summit Healthcare, the Lotus Garden.
Nick Gore trying to guard Sione. A mismatch. There's a steal. Epps has it poked away by Engel. Engel coast to coast. He lays it in.
And now, high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
And you're hot. Welcome to Snowflake High School. Camden Smith, Mike Side with Bill London, alongside Punt Cooley as well to bring you this game. The Window Rock Scouts have made their trip down the hill to face the Lobos here. The Lobos hosting the Window Rock Scouts. The Scouts, an unprecedented season so far. They are 0-7 coming into tonight's contest.
You know, which is shocking. You never would have thought a team from Window Rock 0-7. Not a good start, but I will say this much, like all teams up on the north, you know, they're all streakish, all can play well, and we'll see how they play tonight. But again, Snowflake, you know, I talked to Coach Wood earlier, playing really well right now, feels good about his team, and they're in a good spot. We've seen them play a few times, and these guys have bounced back well this year.
Biggest win of the season so far was when Snowflake beat Blue Ridge last week. They actually pasted Blue Ridge here on their home floor.
Kind of a little retribution, I think. I think Blue Ridge, the Jackets had beaten them earlier. Snowflake at home really made a statement, and Blue Ridge was never in it. And again, you know, only returning one from last year's team. We'll see how they do this year.
I think you're right, Bill. As we get set, the Lobos and the Window Rock Scouts. Jump ball, controlled in the backcourt by Shumway. Throw it ahead quickly. Kay wants an 18-footer off the heel, no good. Rebound, fought for underneath, and a jump ball is called. The battle underneath.
Ty Reedhead ties him up, but the arrow, it's going to go to the Window Rock Scouts.
And up the floor quickly for the Scouts here. Jacob Emerson. Pass it over on the wing left, look down into the post. Now drives to the baseline, spin back out. This is Charlie. Bounce it back over to Emerson. Emerson's shot on the baseline left is no good. The rebound is out of bounds here in the near side. Stepping out of bounds that time is Cody Logg, the senior who averages 5 points per game on this Window Rock team. Tried to get the rebound, couldn't get it. Some three-quarter court pressure here. Lobos beat it easily. Quick pass over on the left side for the Snowflake Lobos.
Looked like a reach in by Brandon Chickaway, knocks the ball out of bounds. And Snowflake Lobos are going to set up underneath the baseline.
Fusselman lines up, and Keegan Kay throws it to Shumway on the inbounds pass underneath the Snowflake Lobo basket. Kick it around. Kay underneath. Fadeaway jumper inside the paint is good as Ty Reedhead is able to get the first points of the game.
Ty Reedhead does a great job. Again, just floats across the key, gets it down low, and then just one fake, takes it up and in.
Between the legs dribble now. A three-point shot for the Scouts is off the mark. They track down the long rebound in the corner left side. Pass stolen away. Keegan Kay picks up the loose ball, throws it ahead for Shumway. Shumway down the near side. Goes on to the baseline, tries a pass across the key, intended for Chad Myron. Or excuse me,
Luke Lewis.
Luke Lewis, who lost it off his fingertips.
Underneath, nice throw though, underneath the basket, right on the rim, and just bounced off his leg.
Up and down with the left hand. Emerson working the left side for the Scouts. Pulls up, puts it off the window, no good. Rebound underneath by Reedhead. He tries to get out in front and run the transition, but he gets fouled in the process.
He's fouled by Jacob Emerson, the junior. Jacob got a unique hairstyle out there. He's got that bright turquoise mohawk.
Kind of like that hairstyle. First foul on the night for Emerson. First foul on the night for either team. Keegan Kay at the top of the key for the Lobos wants a three, and it's off the side, no good. Rebound to the Scouts. Nice board that time for Chickaway. And a foul called on the rebound as Shumway's going to be called for reaching in.
You know, we really don't have sizes. Chickaway, not the biggest guy in the court, some broad shoulders, does a nice job blocking out, gets the rebound for the Winslow Scouts. Or Window Rock Scouts.
2-0 Lobos early here, first quarter. 6:06 left to play in the first. And a bounce pass is going to be stolen away out of the backcourt, racing it coast to coast and in and off the window. Nice play for the Lobos. Coming up with the points is Dallin Fusselman, the junior. And it's a 4-0 ball game.
And again, talking to Coach Wood, Snowflake Lobos will run with anybody, no fear. And again, against the Window Rock Scouts, doing a great job early.
Those high turnovers are what ends up creating those transition shots, as we see Chickaway hit one from 15 on a good-looking jumper after he got a loose ball. Here's a steal by Chickaway. He's looking to run. Now he slows up. 5 minutes, 25 seconds left to play here in the first. And a loose ball picked up by Emerson. Emerson left and right on the dribble, calls for a player at the high post, picks it up. Now the shot is good. Count it. 3-point bucket. Good.
By Jacob Emerson. Again, Jacob Emerson averaging 10 points, just comes back, steals the ball, put it right back up and in. Emerson did.
And the Window Rock Scouts have taken the lead 7-4. Now in transition, Lewis looking for one to fall. He gets a foul, but no basket. B.J. Little, one of the officials here tonight, calling the personal. This one going against the Scouts.
You know, the Scouts leading those 7-4, 4:52 here in the first quarter.
And the first free throw by Lewis is no good. Luke Lewis, the senior on this Snowflake ball club. Lobos trailing here by 3 after the Scouts get a three-pointer, then a quick steal by Emerson. He has 5 of the 7 Scout points as Lewis misses the second of 2 free throws. Out of the backcourt, Emerson pass it over on the angle left for Log. Log between the wheels, or rather between the legs, I should say. Pass it back to Emerson. Emerson back working it on the angle towards the baseline, now into the corner. Puts up an awkward 15-footer, no good. Rebound Keegan Kay. Up ahead, quick pass, and stolen away. Pass intended that time for Fusselman, but it's stolen away in the backcourt by Log, who gets it back there quickly.
Just not enough oomph for that time to get down and beat the
steal in transition, a 3-on-1. Keegan Kay takes himself, misses it, and the rebound. And an errant pass picked off there by the Window Rock Scouts. Out of the backcourt now, working it between traffic is Avery Charlie. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pine Top, a Kopanicki communications station. Underneath, Chickaway working the paint, and he draws contact and will earn a trip to the free throw line. As Snowflake's Ty Reedhead picks up his first personal.
Did a great job on Chickaway dropping back in as they tried to dump it inside, but just a little overzealous. Definitely two Lobos smothered him. Reedhead gets the call.
Under 4 to play first quarter. It's the Scouts in front 8-4. And the Lobos looking for some answers here. Second free throw is good as well. So the Scouts lead at 9-4. In transition, a 2-on-1. Shumway takes himself, misses the layup, but the follow is good. Nice looking rebound on the trash as Travis Flake puts it up and in.
Travis Flake, one of those big guys that can move though. Lots of height, lots of size, does a great job inside.
And trying to split the defenders here is Emerson, and we get a timeout called as there was some contact and he goes to the floor. We're going to keep it here with 3 minutes and 37 seconds and talk about our Ace Hardware keys to the game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware with now a new 24/7 locksmith available. Anytime you're locked out of your car, truck, or van, or even your house, you can call the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, Heber, and Overgard. And keys to the game tonight, as always, they're relatively simple, Bill, but it's personal. And the first free throw is good for Jordan Gardner.
Everett Lunt comes in. Dallin Fusselman comes out for the Lobos.
Merry Christmas.
And Gardner with the second free throw popped in and out of bounds, and the Scouts will have it. And we want to apologize for our fans on the radio. We've had some problems with our internet connection here, and looks like it's going to be a little sketchy tonight. Hopefully we can get that cleared up for you. Typically we have pretty good connection here, but unfortunately not able to establish much of a connection here in this first quarter. We'll try to get it figured out for you. 17-9 is the score. Snowflake leading with 1:49 left to play in the first. And the Scouts trying to get the ball down low, and a push and shove by Keegan Kay. He'll be whistled for a personal, his first.
Again, really pressure by the full half-court pressure by the Lobos really causing problems for the Scouts. Again, all the way at the half-court line before the foul finally occurred.
Scouts set to check the ball in. They toss it towards the backcourt. It's going to be chased down in the backcourt, fought for, and then finally picked up, and a travel's called as Latrell Kay had a knee on the floor and he decided to come up with it.
Well, Kurt Wood, again, does a great job on the pressure, really goes to the floor just to try to knock the ball, create some havoc, and again, it ended up causing that turnover.
Lunt set to check the ball in, passes it up to Kay at the top of the key. Now they work it down into the corner, left side back to Lunt. Lunt back up top, give it to Wood. Wood up and down with the right hand, give it to...
Time sets up and lets it go.
Scouts running a 1-2-1-1 full court press here. They're not pressing the inbound as much as they are a trap at half court here. It's kind of a three-quarter court press. And up and down with the right hand. Move it over on the angle right is Wood. Wood, give it to Keegan Kay on the elbow right side. Out of Lunt. Shot from the corner left side. Good three-pointer. Knocking it down for the Lobos is Kurt Wood.
Nice shot by Kurt Wood again. Baseline three-point, and only a sophomore.
Bounce pass, now bounce it down on the block left side. Shot from 5, no good. Rebound, knocked out. Lunt gets the loose ball. Nice block that time by Kurt Wood. Out of the backcourt, racing it ahead is Everett Lunt. And now inside the paint. Scouts get a steal, going to work it on transition with 12 seconds left. Now it's knocked out of bounds in front of the Lobo bench. We see Andy Wood there picking it up. 11.3 seconds left to play first quarter. Snowflake leads 20-12. And Window Rock on their end set to check the ball in front of the Lobo bench. Latrell Kay holds. Now tosses in at the high post, 15-footer. The floater no good. Rebound. Now throw it back underneath, and an ill-advised pass picked up by the Lobos. Lunt gonna launch with 2 seconds left, and that's the end of the first quarter. Lobos lead it as we go to quarter number 2, 20-12. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Your car is...
And your...
back to Snowflake High School. 20-12, the Lobos with the lead, and again, we apologize for our radio fans out there. Having all kinds of trouble with this internet connection tonight. I'm not sure why, but we unfortunately can't seem to keep things connected here. Not enough bandwidth here at Snowflake High School or something. Try to make some modifications here and see if we can't move some equipment out of the way here. Snowflake with the basketball to start the second quarter. A loose ball, and now Shumway puts it up and in. You know, Shumway's having a good night.
Nice job by Shumway again. Gets that ball, picks it, or steals the ball, and just drives down the baseline. Kind of caught the Scouts off guard.
Bounce pass at the high post. Shumway up out of the backcourt. Pitch it onto the right side. Off the window, no good. Wood going to be pushed, though, in the process, and is going to earn a trip to the free throw line. So Scouts got some contact on him. And with a hand on him that time was Chad Myron, his first personal for the Scouts.
And you can see early on here, early in the second quarter, the Scouts just having a hard time keeping a hold of the ball, turnover after turnover. You can see why they're 0-7.
Yeah, they've struggled this season. I know we talked to Coach Foster, and he, before the game, he said that this is just one of those rebuilding years for us. On the free throw line, Chickaway. Now they work it into the corner. Shot for three off the heel, no good. Long rebound, Shumway tracks it down. He's double teamed in the backcourt, spins away. Give it to Keegan Kay. Keegan Kay up the far side, races it ahead. Looking for Shumway between the wheels. Back to Kay. Kay down the baseline, back up to Shumway. Shumway for three, off the heel, no good. Rebound, Lunt.
Great job by Wood. He goes up high, picks it up with his left hand, takes a step and lays it right back off the glass, up and in.
Or excuse me, yes. You mentioned Wood there on the basket. 25-12, Lobo lead, 6:42 left to play, second quarter. Into the corner, there's a steal, nice job. Up out of the backcourt, race it ahead, put it off the window, score it up and in for the Lobos. Ty Reedhead with his second bucket of the night. He has four. The Lobos lead 27-12.
And the Lobos having no trouble.
Well, I don't know what they were looking for there, but it was apparent that that Myron Wanika was not ready for that pass. It looked like he maybe thought it was a shot. I don't know how he would have thought it was a shot, but he didn't even jump for it.
Hey, when it's not working, everything goes bad. Right now, the Scouts really struggling here in Snowflake.
Shumway, his left-hand runner's no good, and then tries to go up with it and will get a chance to go to the free throw line here.
I think it was, yep.
I think he was actually trying to pass it, but the official on the other side is the one that called it. Thought that maybe he was going up for a shot, so a trip to the line for two is
Shumway.
Chad Myron picks up his second personal. Shumway's free throw, no good. Actually, no, they're in the bonus. That's why they're at the line. 1+1 first half is no good by Shumway. And the shot off the front of the iron, no good. For the Scouts, Keegan Kay races it ahead. And a running right-hander, good with the foul. Luke Lewis takes it inside the paint. Muscles with the big man and earns a trip for a potentially a three-point play here.
Luke Lewis usually playing inside the post. That time out on the wing. Does a nice job with the fake, drives on in, takes it off the glass, and makes the shot, also collects the foul. But these Lobos on offense really starting to feel the groove, settling in. Early on, we saw them missing quite a few opportunities, and now they're starting to run away. Again, the score 29-12. Make that 30.
He knocks down the free throw, and it's 30-12, as you mentioned, with just under 6 to play here in the half. Lobos pouring it on offensively here in this second quarter. There's almost a steal. But a nice-looking floater on the baseline left for the Window Rock Scouts. Matthew Shika knocks it down.
Shika does a great job. Again, just takes it along the baseline on the far side. A high arcer, and it goes up and in. Nothing but net.
Ty Reedhead's pass gets knocked out of bounds. Scouts working it on the baseline. Toss it in. Left and right on the dribble, working it with the right hand. Fake to the right and then moved it down into the corner. And a three-point attempt here is blocked, partially blocked, but a foul coming up as the Scouts are going to have a trip to the free throw line and 3 free throws coming up.
Called on Luke Lewis, just a little overzealous that time, went out and tried to block the shot, but ended up catching some arm. It looks like it's, as you mentioned, 33, Myron Wanika to the line.
Gets his first. Scouts have scored 3 points in this second quarter. They trail it by 15, 30-15. The Lobos out to their biggest lead of the night. Second free throw, no good. And we calling a lane violation here?
You know, surprisingly, these Lobos have had, 5 games, 6 games in about how many nights,
So looked like Keegan Kay maybe stepped over, Luke Lewis maybe stepped over early. And second free throw by Myron Wanika misses again as he reshot the second free throw. BJ Little comes over and obliges Coach Wood. Wanika toes the stripe for his third here. Couple of dribbles, spots it, and missed the shot. So he misses 3 free throws in a row here. And Wanika stepped over the lane, or over the line that time, and will be called for a lane violation himself. So Snowflake going to have the ball now after Wanika gets 1 of 3 at the charity stripe in that trip. Keegan Kay gets it across the stripe with a pass ahead to Fusselman, and now a cross-court pass is out of bounds here on the near side over the head of Gunnar Caldwell. 5:01 left to play here in the second. Scouts reeling.
Ty Reed had better aim with a football than a basketball that time. Overhand and throws it up about halfway up into the stands. Lots of power.
Shot from 18 off the side of the backboard, no good. Wanika with the rebound, puts it up, scored up and in. Myron Wanika now with 3 in the contest. Race it inside the paint, pull up jumper from 8, no good. Rebound battled for underneath. Ty Reedhead puts up a shot, no good. On the right side, is that Kay? Yeah, Kay puts it up and in.
And again, offensive rebounds 2 that time before the Lobos finally make the shot.
32-17, Lobos lead with 4:24 left to play in the second. Keegan Kay with the loose ball. He's triple teamed underneath. Tries to get away from the defense, and a travel is called after a Window Rock scout looked like he may have fouled Keegan Kay. Fans don't like it here in Snowflake for sure. Scout ball underneath their window. Pass it into Wanika, now into the corner. 3-point shot on its way, no good. Airballed it on the far side as Dallin Fusselman picks it up. Now a down court pass is picked off. Scouts get it back, and then right back is Fusselman. Fusselman, left-hand layup, scored up and in.
And again, nice job by the Snowflake Lobos.
Down court pass, Wanika steps in, passes it across the paint, scored up and in for Matthew Shika.
Shika does a great job putting it in, but really have to credit Myron Wanika doing a great job just feeding him inside. And the Scouts really showing when they get it right how good they could be.
Well, Ty Reedhead has his shot blocked now by Shika.
I think it's Wanika. Oh, you're right.
Shika races it ahead, has it stolen away by Fusselman, and Fusselman works it out of the backcourt. Now he stops, almost has it poked away, saves it. Coach Foster said it was on the line, but the official says no. Keegan Kay pull-up jumper inside the paint, and it's no good. Earns a trip to the free throw line, though, as he drew the contact inside. And this one, I believe, they're going to call on Latrell Kay, his first.
It's surprising the Lobos aren't looking a little more tired. Really nice pace. This team's played 5 games in the last 6 days.
Free throw by Kay is good. His first trip to the stripe tonight. Keegan Kay toes the stripe for his second. 3:18 left to play here in the second. 35-19, Lobos lead by 16. Score another one up and in. 36-19. 17-point Lobo lead. Scout set to check it in. Spinning out of the backcourt. Some full court pressure here by the Lobos, and a bounce pass to get it across the stripe. Now nice shot by Shika. He has 6 in the contest. And not bad for a non-starter. 3-point bucket, good from the corner right side. Gunnar Caldwell into the scoring column for the Lobos. 39-21. Here's a steal at midcourt. Pass it back on the left side, and the Lobos work it around and put up a fadeaway 10-footer that's no good. The follow's no good. The rebound picked up by the Scouts. Scouts going to try to work it ahead before the Lobos can get into any kind of a press. Approaching the 2.5-minute mark of the second quarter here, and a drive to the lane and a running right-hander that's going to be knocked away, but a foul coming up.
Gunnar Caldwell called on that thing, reached around behind.
Two minutes, 29 seconds left to play here in the second. 39-21, Snowflakes. And the foul was committed that time by Snowflake's Gunnar Caldwell, his first. First half of the 1+1 is good for Latrell Kay. Earns the second half. This one's in and out, no good. Nice rebound underneath for the Lobos. Ripping it down that time was Flake, but then a errant pass by Wood, and the Scouts get an easy bucket on the other end, but they blow the layup. Here comes Wood in transition. Pass it over to Shumway. It's going to be blocked by, I believe that was Chickaway on the block. And now we get a foul called in the backcourt. Oh, and over and back by the Lobos.
Backcourt call again. A nice job that time by Flake, though. Gets the rebound, throws it out, but nobody's there. Wood comes over, but unfortunately crosses the midway line.
2 minutes left to play here in the second. Lobos lead 39-22. And a carry is called on Emerson. Emerson doesn't like the call. Set to check it in for the Lobos is Caldwell. We'll find out if this is Porter Caldwell's brother.
Gunnar?
Yeah. Down the lane, a shot by Wood, no good. Dribble drive with the right hand. And he earns a trip to the free throw line.
I just like the name for basketball, Gunnar.
That is a good name. Porter Caldwell was a good name too. They're good at picking names, assuming that Gunnar is in the same family. I guess we shouldn't assume that yet. We're going to ask somebody and find out if they are in the same family.
Nice shot by Wood. Gets the front end of that.
That's the second foul on Shika. 2 quick free throws by Kurt Wood. So I believe it's been confirmed now from our
crew.
Our crew in the van says yes, they are family. So
holy smokes. These guys know how to do it right.
Missed shot on the block left side, and yeah, you see what Mel West does.
You see what the kids are doing all the work, and the adults
advisors are eating nachos.
Enjoying some nachos, and they flaunt it. That's what I like.
We should have got a camera on that so we could watch Mel bring back his nacho cheese. Shumway pitches it to the angle right. 3-point shot by Wood, no good. Rebound to the Scouts. Minute 24 left to play here in the second. Running right-hander on the other end, no good. Shumway out to Caldwell. Caldwell left and right, now takes it to the baseline, put up the right-hander, trying to get that continuation call. We'll see if he gets it. And the foul committed by Window Rock's number 22, Jacob Emerson. That is 4 personals on him. Excuse me, are they going to give that? Looks like they may have given that to Myron, which is going to be that's a break. So 3 personals on Myron. Chad Myron with his third. The first shot is no good for Caldwell. Caldwell with that 3-pointer from the corner. The
Everett Lunt, the senior, is coming in. sitting down Jordan Gardner.
Minute 12 left to play before half, and Caldwell hits the second of two. He has 4 in the contest. The Lobos lead it now.
Nice little zone press by the Lobos.
By 20, 42-22. Scouts bring it up, break the pressure, put up the three-point shot. Emerson's shot is way off. Rebound tracked down by Flake. Give it to Shumway. Now to Caldwell. Three-pointer. Good. Count it, and the foul. Well, Porter Caldwell was one of those guys that could hit the three-pointer at anywhere on the court practically, and Gunnar Caldwell, the junior, looks like he's filling in his brother's footsteps.
Nice little shot, sets up quickly, nice little release, and Cody Logg on the foul, number 21 for the...
Oh, excuse me, that's Cody Logg on the foul. He's his second.
That's kind of what I said.
Gunnar Caldwell set to make it a 4-point play, and he does. Drains the free throw, and with under a minute to play before half, it's the Lobos out to a 46-22 lead, in front by 24 points. Pass to the high point, and kick it out. Now work it around the other side. Looking for an NBA range three-pointer. No good for the Scouts. K. And the rebound is controlled by the Lobos. And alley-oop to Flake. It's no good, but the follow is good for Caldwell. Everett Lunt.
Everett Lunt comes floating in. The miss that time by Flake, but Everett Lunt comes floating into the key and just puts it up and in the air.
Looking at the block right side rather. Bounce pass stolen away here. Pass it over to Shumway. Shumway out of the backcourt. Pull up jumper at the buzzer. Hits the heel, no good. At the end of the first half, it is Snowflake in front of the Scouts, 48-22. We'll step away, back with our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show when we return. Don't forget, Sunrise Park Resort, great skiing up there. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. We'll be back right after this. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
I talk a lot about Ford trucks, and why wouldn't I? I mean, best-selling truck for 36 years running, because Ford's always thinking ahead to next year and not resting on last year. But now I'm going to talk about something different. Where you want to buy your new Ford truck. You just gotta drive by Sholo Ford to see how many trucks they have. Or go online to sholoford.com. And you know Guy Hatch is going to get you a great deal. Because he promises you he is not going to be undersold by anyone, anywhere. And if you know Guy, you know if he says it, he means it. And not only that, but all his F-150s come with lifetime engine warranties. Why would you think about buying anywhere else? Sholo Ford. We want to exceed your expectations. We're Sholo Ford, your friendly family Ford dealer on the east end of the Deuce. You know, I talk a lot of...
I've got a job to do today.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Your donations to Goodwill fund job training programs right in your community.
Feels good to start fresh, right?
Sure does.
And like that, you're a job creator.
Test 1, 2, check.
White Mountain Youth Productions bring you local high school sports, and they need your help. Your tax-deductible sponsorship keeps the high school students producing our local sports. To become a sponsor, call City 4 TV at 928-532-4160.
Here with the division section 1 Window Rock Scouts, and I believe are we in section 5 now, or
I
4?
have no idea.
Or 3?
Yep, exactly.
We're
3.
in section 3, that's right. So Lobos in section 3, Scouts coming from section 1. The Scouts coming into this contest, you know, when we looked at this game on paper, like before the season started, we thought, man, this is going to be a great game.
You would expect teams from the north, obviously, basketball kind of their strength, but I tell you what, Snowflake Lobos having no trouble tonight, doing a great job. You know, early on we saw Window Rock with the lead, you know, when they were still single digits, but they're doing a great job. And once they did get in their groove, once they started making, you know, they'd get plenty of shots, just struggling a bit. Once they started falling, really did a great job.
Yeah, and I'll tell you that one of the challenges that you see with this Snowflake team is, at least in this game, is that this game's going to end up being a game that really is probably going to pay dividends for the underclassmen, the guys that don't usually get a lot of playing time, because this is going to turn into a blowout. Already has really 48-22 at intermission.
Well, you know, you speak about the underclassmen. Starting 4 seniors tonight, you begin to wonder, you know, what this team is going to be like. But these underclassmen come in, and you don't see it drop off a bit. Some great plays. Sophomore Wood doing an outstanding job. So all these guys doing a great job moving the ball. You know, Snowflake Lobos Coach Wood, always an up-tempo guy, not afraid to run with anybody. And tonight you really see the Lobos doing that, doing a great job defensively, and then quick transition down the court they go, and really getting some great shots.
This is the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show, brought to you by the Sunrise Park Resort. Great skiing. We're hearing reports almost all the time that basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Tonight we've had all kinds of connection issues, just not the bandwidth that we're accustomed to having here at Snowflake High School. I don't know what's going on. Maybe the teachers are all logging on to
the
YouTube
squirrels
to watch
aren't running
the game.
quite as fast as they used to be. Nobody's using the exercise bikes, but we're struggling a little bit.
Yeah,
tonight.
we're not quite there on the connection tonight, but nonetheless, we'll try to keep it on for you. That's going to wrap up our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show, brought to you by the Sunrise Park Resort, for the best skiing on the planet. Go to Sunrise Park Resort. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. If you get a chance tomorrow when you're at work, log on and check out their webcams. You can actually take a look at the runs for yourself and see the conditions before you head up this weekend. 7:57 as we start the third quarter. 48-22. Scouts trailing with the basketball to start the third quarter. Holding up a finger here is Cody Log. Log between the legs, now holds up a thumb. Restarts the offense on the other side. Pull-up jumper from 15, and a nice look that time for Avery Charlie, who got past his man with a nice little move, and then pulls up from 15 and knocks it down. 48-24, Snowflake. Keegan Kay out of the backcourt. Crouches as he meets the defense as he crosses the time stripe. Now works over on the angle right. Shot from 3 by Shumway, in and out, no good. Rebound battled for, and the Scouts will have it. Picking it up here is Charlie. Charlie bounce pass it ahead, now into the corner. Looking a cross-court pass, looking for a cross-court pass, and then throwing an errant one towards Log is Emerson. Jacob Emerson thought Log was going the other direction. Lobos will have the basketball. Scouts will show a 3-quarter court press, and they back out of it as Keegan Kay brings it up the far side. Left-hand dribble. Back to the right. Over to Reedhead. Reedhead to Shumway. Shumway to the line. Has it stripped away by Emerson. Emerson bumped and fouled by Shumway.
And again, really credit that man defense by the Scouts. Emerson does a nice job picking up on this, or stealing the ball, and then comes down court, collects a foul by Shumway. First foul of the second half.
Under 7 to play now in the third. 48-24 Snowflake. Scouts basketball. Emerson tries to beat Keegan Kay on the dribble. Works with the left hand, now backs in, scoops one up with the right hand, a circus shot inside.
It was a circus shot as Emerson, again with that left hand, puts it up and in, but as he did it, he went underneath the outstretched hands of Keegan Kay.
Ty Reedhead, pull-up jumper in the paint, scored in.
Nice little floater that time by Ty Reedhead.
Just over 6 to play in the third. 50-26 is our score. Lobos with the lead, and there's a steal. Reedhead throws it ahead for Kay. Kay, left hand, scored up and in. Keegan Kay was 6 in the contest. Chickaway loses his footing, tries to pass it, has it stolen away. Keegan Kay on the block, right side, drives in the lane, shot no good, follow no good, second try no good. And Luke Lewis cannot get it to fall for the Lobos.
But again, 3 tries every time down the court. The Snowflake Lobos offensive rebound, a key difference as well.
And a bank shot from NBA range downtown for the Scouts, Jacob Emerson. He now has 10 in the contest. Try the baseline, Reedhead off the window, score. And Emerson will check out of the lineup. Checking in for him is Chad Myron.
And you can really see this up-tempo by the Lobos creating all kinds of problems for the Scouts and most other teams as well.
Keegan Kay with 4 third quarter points, make it 5 to add to his 4 at intermission. He has 9 in the contest. Just under 5 to play here in the third. The Lobos lead 57-29. Bounce pass towards the paint. It's going to be picked off. Shumway drives it down towards the right side. Puts it off the window. No good. Rebound fought for underneath. And the Scouts get the rebound and a foul.
Looks like Luke Lewis, a little overzealous, came over the back. Nice job by the Scouts, so blocking out.
That's 2 on him. 4 minutes, 35 seconds left to play third quarter. 57-29 Snowflake. Calling for some help is Myron as he throws it across the time stripe for Wanika. And the shot from NBA range 3 is no good. Long rebound is tracked down by Reedhead. Throw it up ahead. Bounce it down on the right side. Now back up top Shumway. Shumway to the elbow, then splits out to the angle left, and then tries a bounce pass inside that's going to be kicked by Log. And 4 fresh faces. Call it 5. 5 fresh faces come in for the Lobos.
It's that modern math, but you're absolutely right. After a couple guesses, everybody comes off, everybody comes on.
How could you be so
blatantly
abrupt?
4 fresh faces.
Bill.
You've got to be kidding me.
57-29. Everybody misses a face once in a while. 57-29. 4 minutes left to play in the third. And now, what did we get, Bill? I missed the call.
My baloney has a first name.
You watching this game?
4. You know what? That could go down for the whole season right there.
57-29. Lobo lead. 3-pointer, short and wide to the right. And Wanika saves it from going out of bounds. Quick pass up ahead. Left hand layup, no good. Rebound battled for Picking it up is Crosby. Now a pull-up jumper for Lunt is no good. The rebound on the other side of the weak side board is Wanika. Wanika gets the pass out to the outlet. Myron up and down. Now passes over on the angle right. 3-point bucket off the heel, no good. And it looks like Window Rock's going to elect to go for the long shots here. Caldwell just lost it out of bounds. He was working a tightrope play there on that baseline.
He looked like he was very aware of it, though, up on his toes, trying to keep his heels from coming down on it, but side of his foot steps on the line, and the Scouts will take over.
57-29, and the Scouts lose it out of bounds after it's batted down on an errant pass. Scouts look to inbound here, get it into Log. Bounce it up top for Myron, back to Log. Log over to Wanika on the angle right. He's looking for a three. Cross-court pass, nobody's home. It goes out of bounds.
Nothing's working right now for the Scouts, and turnover after turnover after turnover. You got to turn off the Xbox. Get back out on the court.
Is that what's going on?
Absolutely.
Around the perimeter, Lobos work it into the corner right side. 3-point shot off the front of the iron, no good. And another shot no good for the Lobos.
Caldwell goes down to the ground, tries to grab onto the ball, commits a foul instead.
Gunnar Caldwell picks up his second personal. And the Scouts set to inbound. No pressure by the Lobos here, up 57-29.
Looks like Shika.
Shika checking back into the Window Rock
Shika
lineup.
Only a sophomore.
And a pass out on the angle right. No look inside to Chickaway, and Chickaway loses it out of bounds. Tries a pass towards the baseline that goes out. Lobos working it up against some half-hearted pressure by the Scouts now as Caldwell breaks the pressure, throws it towards the corner. Pull-up jumper from 18, in and out, no good. Rebound battled for. Scouts come out of there with it. Log going to take it down the far right side. He has it stolen away by Caldwell. Great awareness by Caldwell. He throws it ahead, and all alone with the easy shot in front of the basket is Keegan Bjorn, the sophomore, with his first points of the night.
Well, nice job. And again, you mentioned that time. Caldwell does a great job. Recognizes that Bjorn's down court. Just makes a deep throw.
Minute 42 left to play, third quarter. 59-29. Snowflake lead. Shot from 3-point range off the front of the iron, no good. Rebound. Controlled in the backcourt by Everett Lunt. Give it to Caldwell. Caldwell breaks the pressure with a bit of a screen. Picks up another screen. Pick and roll. Well done. And a shot no good. But the rebound. Got an extra look at it, but here come the Scouts. Scouts with a left-hand dribble in the lane. Log puts up a prayer, no good. Rebound to Log, pump fake, put it up off the window, no good. But a whistle and a foul. Log going to earn a trip to the charity stripe here with 1:06 left to play in the third quarter. And Bjorn is called for the personal.
You know, the upside for the Scouts, they've got only one senior right now on the court. They've got a couple sophomores playing. Looks like the one senior comes out, so now they got a couple juniors out there as well.
Non-shooting foul. Scouts will have it underneath their window.
Shika with that nice little jumper, about 13-footer.
Knocks it down. In transition, Lobos looking to break some pressure with a easy bucket and lose the handle on it down to the other end.
Looked like Porter Black that time, dribbled it actually off his face. The junior Porter Black not too happy.
59-31, Snowflake leads with 53 seconds left to play here in the third. Cross-court pass, 3-point bucket is off the front of the iron, no good. Snowflake with the rebound. Throw it out ahead for Black. Now down underneath, Caldwell's shot, no good. Rebound by Lunt, he dribbles out, steps back up, puts up an 8-footer, good.
Nice job by Lunt that time, takes it out, dribbles right back in, lays it off the glass.
It's a 30-point Lobo lead, 61-31 with 20 seconds left to play here in the third. Cross-court pass. Pass it down on the angle right. Now try the baseline, pull-up jumper. Got the teardrop to fall. Latrell Kay with the bucket.
Nice little running floater by Latrell Kay.
In the angle right, three-point shot off the front of the iron, no good. And that's the end of the third quarter. Lobos lead 61-33. We'll step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com. Welcome back to Snowflake High School. The Lobos with a commanding 61-33 lead. It's been all Lobos since that opening stanza. They had a brief moment in time in the first couple of minutes of that first quarter, where the Scouts took a early 4-point lead, but then the Lobos erased that, and they've been smooth sailing throughout the rest of the first three quarters.
Absolutely, kind of picking up where they left off last year. This team very unselfish, going deep into their bench. A lot tonight, and again, good defense keeps coming to my mind.
I don't know where you got that from.
And the way they run the floor.
They've actually had excellent defense tonight, and I think you mentioned it at half, Bill. They've done a terrific job with their second five. I mean, the bench play tonight's been very impressive.
I tell you what, it hasn't dropped off at all, and I think Coach Wood obviously taking advantage of tonight, getting a lot of guys out there. But impressive play by these guys.
7 minutes, 45 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
And definitely the tempo doesn't seem to slow down. You know, these guys push, and do a great job with it.
Corner left side, and the shot from three, no good. Battle for the rebound, picked up by Shika. Handed off for Myron. Myron up and down with the right hand as he crosses the time stripe. Back up to Myron under the jump circle. No look pass into Chickaway. He kicks it out. Now a cross-court pass. Back up top looking for Myron. Almost lost it there. But Myron comes up with it, and then we get a kick called on Snowflake.
Yeah, Lump that time does a nice job closing the passing lane.
Shika, right-hand dribble. Angle right, three-pointer, no good. Long rebound out of bounds. Last touch by the Lobos.
The Scout offense really struggling. You know, most teams from the north, we're used to seeing them play more of an up-tempo. Snowflake really not letting them get into it, really forcing them to set up their offense and struggling getting some good shots.
I think they've done a good job of breaking the pressure, and have got some transition points in the process. Those easy buckets pull you out of your rhythm real quick on a full-court press. To the line in the lane, right-hand runner, he got it. Nice play inside there for Trevor Williams. His first bucket of the night. On the other end, a missed shot. There's the steal, though, as Caldwell, very aware, gets the ball and redeems himself after missing the layup. Shika with the steal, though.
Looks like Porter Black's going to lose the ball, turns the ball over on an errant throw, and Scouts come back with it.
Penetrate and kick, and the jumper from 8 is good. Basket good that time by Charlie. And Bjorn misses the alley-oop here.
Nice little throw, as you mentioned, by Caldwell. Gunnar Caldwell.
Shika, nice job. He's got an awkward shot, but it goes in.
He does. I think he's only a sophomore, though. Does a great job for the Scouts.
Caldwell wants a three, and it's in and out, no good. Battle for the rebound is knocked out of bounds. Jordan Gardner went high in the air to get it, but can't control it. Under 6 to play here in the fourth. Lobos lead 61-39.
And you're really seeing the offense, maybe for the Snowflake Lobos, getting a little bit ragtag for the first time tonight. Still with that 61-39 lead.
Up and down with the right hand. Now a pass inside the paint, going to be picked off. Lobos running it up the near side. Jumper off the window, score it.
Great job by Jordan Gardner that time. Just turns and puts a nice little jump shot off the glass.
Chickaway. Pass underneath for Shika. His shot no good. Rebound, Flake, but he's called for a push.
And
over the back.
I think when you've got a lead like this, that's what's going to happen. Giving you a little bit, that time a gift. Flake had good position, goes up though, gets called for it.
5.5 left to play here in the contest, and the Scouts set to check it in under their window. Slapping the ball to start the inbounds play is Charlie. Shot from the corner right side, no good. Running right-hander here, no good for Trevor Williams. In transition, left-hand layup, score it up and in. Nice play for the Lobos, Porter Black. Errant pass by the Window Rock Scouts.
And again, the passing by the Lobos, even though we're deep in the bench, if there is such a thing for the Lobos, but again, just really solid fundamentals on the throwing, on making those extra passes, giving up a shot because there's a better shot. Well-coached team.
Dribble drive into towards the paint, kick it out to the top, and the shot from the top of the key is no good. Rebound and a putback by Gardner, no good. Scouts with the basketball under 5
Tanner
to
Crosby missed that three-point shot, and that thing was in about as deep as it could go. Still manages to come back out.
Williams. Shot no good from the corner left side by Wanika. Out of the backcourt, Black brings it up, give it to Flake. Flake steps in the lane, he's cut off. His pass stolen away by Shika. Shika tries a backcourt pass that's going to be knocked out of bounds. Last touch there by Gardner on a terrific defensive effort. 65-39, Lobos lead with 4:20 left to play in the fourth.
Senior Everett Lunt comes back in, sitting down as Porter Black for the Lobos.
Out of the backcourt. Scouts bring it up. Kay up and down with the dribble. Three-point shot, no good. Flake clears the glass. Triple teamed in the backcourt. Gets the outlet pass away. Over to Lunt underneath. Gardner tries to hang on to it. Now gives it to Flake. Flake pushed and shoved, and finally they get a call. Little contact. Get a little more physical down there as the officials try to move this game on out of here.
Keep this clock going, but again, very physical play. A little bit sloppy going on right now. Again, 65-39 our score. 3:59 left here in the fourth quarter.
Ball checked into the corner right side, now underneath for Gardner. Kick it around, corner left side for Lunt. His shot off a little too strong. Track down the long rebound in the corner right. Wood, his three-pointer no good. Rebound Wanika. Gives it up to Charlie, and Charlie brings it up. Bounce pass underneath, splits 3 defenders to get it there. Then the reverse layup is no good, but a trip to the free throw line is coming up for Latrell Kay.
Looks like it's going to be Flake with the foul inside, but what a throw all the way down inside underneath the basket on the bounce pass. And I didn't see who made the pass, but all the way from the top of the key,
Free throw's good.
You talk about threading the needle. That was a great little shot. Kurt Wood and Travis Flake come out now. Bjorn and Caldwell come back in.
And we don't have a list of our video crew here tonight. We'll give a special shout out to them though. Lots of kids from Snowflake, and we will try to get that for you. Did he make both of those free throws? Oh, no, Caldwell turned his ankle.
He did, and you could see hopping on one leg immediately. Not a good sign.
Oh, man,
under
that's
a lot
tough.
of pain.
That left ankle that time, he went and tried to make a jump stop and plant and somehow turned his ankle. And he's in a lot of pain. We see him over on the bench as the Scouts want a three-pointer. Score it. Nice shot for Kay.
NBA 3 that time for Kay, all the way out at the top of the key.
65-44. Lobos up out of the backcourt, pass it to Gardner. Gardner on the block right side, has it stripped from behind. A fresh face in for the Scouts. Tony Walker, the junior, with his first personal.
Good little bit of a quickness by Tony Walker.
And we're going to bring into our broadcast Punt Cooley. As Cooley, our executive producer on this one. And Punt, I'll tell you, a very impressive win tonight for Snowflake.
Very impressive. You know, they've, as Bill had mentioned earlier, Snowflake always known for being a very well-coached team, and certainly showing it tonight. Very mobile up and down the floor. Pretty impressive showing from them tonight.
Score from Payson tonight. Payson beat Muggione 79-43. Actually, I believe that was in Heber, wasn't it? Scouts with the rebound here. 2 minutes, 32 seconds left to play in the contest. Lobos lead 65-44. Emerson back in as he is playing with 4 fouls here. Got a tip away from Gardner. Now he reaches in here and knocks it loose out of bounds. Emerson playing pretty aggressive for 4 fouls.
Actually, the Scouts very aggressive on that press. 3 surrounding. Who was that on the throw? Tanner Crosby.
Pass inside. Emerson on the steal off the window. Scored up and in. Jacob Emerson adds to his point total. He has 12 in the contest. 65-46. Snowflake with the lead. Just over 2 to play. Off the window. Scored up and in for Lunt.
Everett Lunt again down on the baseline. Nice little throw by Tanner Crosby.
Emerson looked at a 3. Passed it up. Top of the key. 3-pointer straightaway 3 no good. Rebound knocked way out and nobody back for the Window Rock Scouts, and Porter Black is going to get an easy bucket.
Nice little shot by Porter Black again. Just beats everybody down the court. Nice easy layup.
69-46, a minute and a half left to play in the fourth. Inside the paint, turnaround jumper no good. Rebound Lobos. And knocked away here is Everett Lunt. Has it poked out of bounds.
Myron Wanika, again, just battling, knocks it out, trying to call timeout. It looks like they are going to get it.
Minute 17. 69-46. And a timeout. We'll keep it here and talk about our game tomorrow night as the Altusay Falcons travel to Blue Ridge tomorrow at 7:30. Tip-off scheduled for 7:30. We'll be on the air at 7:25 with our pregame show. And should be a fun game. The Falcons never disappoint. Of course, the Jackets having one of their best starts in recent years, in recent memory, really.
Absolutely. You know, we saw another team that has a pretty deep bench, it seems. The Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets, 3 big guys underneath, inside the paint that really make it happen. And then also a lot of great guard play and guys coming off the bench as well. But the Altusay Falcons are no slouch either. And again, getting off to a good start. I think this year a team they have high expectations for. And I would expect it's going to be a great game. The upside, too, for the Falcons, even though they play at Blue Ridge, they have such a fan following. It seems like every game they play is a home game.
Indian Pine Restaurant Player of the Game coming up immediately following our contest here in the post-game comments. We invite you to stick around. That's right. After the timeout, Scouts get a steal, then they lose it. Lunt to Black. Black across the time stripe. Pass it over on the left side for Crosby. Crosby dribbles to the line, pitches it down into the corner. Bounce backs up top again for Crosby. His 3-pointer no good. Long rebound Black. Black has it poked away and out of bounds by Williams.
Williams with the good hands. That time just smothers him on the backside. His blind side comes up and steals the ball and knocks it out of bounds.
Crosby spins, works the left hand, now back to the right at the free throw line. Black for 3, off the window, no good. Rebound Williams. Williams picks it up at the free throw line, throttles it across the right side, now races down inside, off the window, scored up and in.
Nice shot again, looking across court like he was going to make a throw. That time keeps it with a quick drive off the glass, up and in.
Bounce it to Lunt, lob pass to Flake. Flake put it on the floor, put it in. Count it with the foul, 27 seconds left. Flake gonna get a chance at a 3-point play. And it's 71-48 Snowflake. A
big fella, Travis Flake, does a great job though. Gets the ball patiently, doesn't rush it. Goes up off the glass, collects the foul. does a wonderful job.
Oh, he misses the free throw. Final 20 seconds left on the clock. 71-48. There's a steal. Lunt races it out of the backcourt, working it up the right side. Now turns around, passes it up for, into the corner here. Nice shot by Bjorn. 15-footer by Keegan Bjorn, the sophomore. His second bucket of the night.
You mentioned another sophomore, another spin move that time.
At the buzzer,
Trevor Williams
knocks one down. And, for a blowout game, it was pretty exciting. Final score, Snowflake 73, Window Rock 51. Back with our Indian Pine Restaurant Player of the Game when we return. This is Shovel Ford's presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Punt. Go talk to Wood. Hurry up. Wood. Coach Wood.
Coach Wood on?
Hurry before he gets...
I talk a lot about Ford trucks.
Welcome back to Snowflake High School. Final score, Snowflake 73, the Window Rock Scouts tonight 51. Big win for the Lobos tonight. We go on court side with Punt Cooley, who has Coach Wood. Punt.
Thanks, Camden. Well, I am here with Coach Wood. Congratulations on a great effort tonight by your varsity club. Probably not as much of a test, I think, as we normally would expect from a Window Rock team that seems to really have a strong tradition, not too much different from Snowflake. But talk a little bit about, and you had the opportunity tonight to actually play a lot of guys, which I'm sure you view as being a good thing. So talk a little bit about your starters and just the impact they had early in this game, and I think maybe what you were looking for from them.
Well, we actually started the game pretty slow. Our intensity level, our guys were in the right spots, doing the right things. Just lack of intensity kind of helped the ball not fall in our hands or not fall in the bucket, things like that. We put a little pressure on them, half court and then full court, and that drove the intensity level up high. And that allowed us to run the score up a little bit and realize that, hey, we are better than this team. That's why we play the game. You got to come out and prove it. You don't just say, okay, we're the better team, we're done. That's why we love to play the game. And our guys came out kind of feeling like maybe they had it all zipped up before the tip-off and realized really quick that without any intensity, anybody can beat us. So we're working on getting the intensity level up higher. We've got to learn to play 32 minutes instead of 24 minutes.
Very good. And then one thing that really impressed us from sitting up there doing the game was the bench play. You had the opportunity, like I said earlier, to bring a lot of guys in towards the end there, but pretty much during the entire game, you had guys trickle in. And maybe comment a little bit about your bench and how much they've meant to your team effort just overall so far this year. We're kind of early in the season, but if you could maybe reflect on your bench play so far this year.
We're pretty deep. We've got 13 guys that sit on our bench, and we can trust just about all 13 of them to go in and do some things for us and to fill their role that we've got for them.
Am I on 2 or 1?
They've really grasped the team concept and understand their role, and they're willing to fulfill that anytime they're called upon. And that's a great attribute to have.
Absolutely. So we're getting close to Christmas here, and it's a time of year where teams typically will get into tournaments. Do you have any plans lined out so far?
We've already played in both of our tournaments. We went over to Sedona 2 weeks ago and up to the Pepsi tournament in Flagstaff this last week. This is our 14th game in the last 14 days. So we're pretty tired. Our legs are kind of gone, as you probably noticed with some of our guys tonight. But 14 games in 14 days is a big deal. We don't play again until the 3rd of December when we play in Payson against Payson for our next PowerPoint game. So we'll heal up and get some rest and work on some things that we've definitely got to work on. We haven't had a lot of practice time in the last 14 days, but we've got to fix some things and work some things out. And then, like I said, we'll get healed up and hopefully hit January real hard and do our jobs in January.
Very good, Coach. Well, thanks for your time. And as always, whenever we cover Snowflake, we're always looking for a very well coached, sharp team, and you proved that again tonight. So congratulations on a great win.
Thanks, and love you, Mom.
Okay.
Give a shout out there.
Back to you guys.
Yeah, you got to love that. Shout out to Mom. That's the classic right there.
That is the classic, and it was a great performance. And again, hats off to Coach Wood, and again, bringing only one back from last year's team, picking up where they left off, and what looks like they're in great shape for years to come as well, getting a lot of guys involved off the bench.
Talking about some scoring as we take a look at the Window Rock Scout roster. Avery Charlie ends the game with 4. Trevor Williams with 6. 12 tonight for Jacob Emerson. He led all scorers after he got to a relatively slow start, scoring only 5 points, held scoreless in the second. Then he picks up 5 more in the third quarter and 2 here in the fourth. He sat most of the fourth in foul trouble, ends the game with 12 points. 11 tonight for Latrell Kay, well above his 4 points per game average. He was probably the surprise coming off of the Window Rock Scout bench. 10 tonight for Matthew Shika, another surprise, scoring in double figures. Myron Wanika with 3 tonight. 4 tonight for Trent Long, and 4 tonight for Brandon Chickaway. For Snowflake.
Yeah, I would say that the Scouts struggling a little bit. I think you talked to Coach Foster, had mentioned it's a rebuilding year, but again, a lot of good play by some underclassmen. Definitely outclassed tonight, but they battled the entire game, and again, some young guys, a lot of sophomores out there, juniors, not a lot of help from the seniors. Again, their number one scorer. You can see why he's got that quick release. I'm talking about Emerson, but overall, not one of their better performances. Again, still unable to get one in the win column.
For Snowflake tonight, Gunnar Caldwell with 8. 6 tonight for Everett Lunt. 5 for Jordan Gardner. There was 9 tonight for Keegan Kay, most of those in the first half. Luke Lewis, 3 points tonight. 10 tonight for Kurt Wood. 4 tonight for Porter Black. 8 for Ty Reedhead. 4 for Dallin Fusselman. 9 for Rick Shumway. 4 tonight for Travis Flake. And 4 tonight for Keegan Bjorn off the bench. And the bench play, I think, has been the storyline tonight. There's a lot of contributors off of that Snowflake bench.
There really is a lot of contributors. And again, good solid play by everybody. We saw a couple sophomores come in and really have an impact. And again, this team, it's a great opportunity for some guys to work on their skills, I think, because obviously a down year for the Window Rock Scouts. However, they still got some good players out there that are getting after it, and I think it's a great opportunity for these young guys to get used to playing against these guys that have the quick hands, great vision on the court, and can really move up and down.
We apologize once again as we got disconnected from our radio connection here. Our internet connection's just been actually horrible. It's the worst internet connection we've had all year long, but we've struggled through it, and hopefully we'll get that worked out before we do our next game here from Snowflake High School. This is our post-game wrap-up show. The final score, Snowflake with the win tonight, 73-51. Time now for our Indian Pine Restaurant Player of the Game, brought to you by the Indian Pine Restaurant. And as always, it's a tough call tonight. There was a lot of those underclassmen and guys up off the bench that contributed tonight for Snowflake. The starters did terrific. They advanced the lead to the point where those bench warmers were able to come in and get some playing time, which will obviously pay dividends down the road.
Absolutely. We saw Gunnar Caldwell. You got to like that name. We talked about it earlier, a name like Gunnar on a basketball court, but he got off to a great start. Again, coming off the bench, scored 8 points. Also, Kurt Wood, I think he led everybody scoring with 10. Only a sophomore. Obviously, you would expect. He knows some basketball, though. I think it runs in his family. But had an outstanding night, But the guy I think we got to give hats off to is Rick Shumway. Did a great job again, game in, game out. We've seen him really get after it, and he's going to be our Indian Pine player of the game.
Indian Pine Restaurant player of the game. Rick Shumway coming off an injury that sidelined him for much of the football season. Coming out, and he looks pretty solid on that knee. He seems to be running full strength, 100%
Runs
again.
the court, does a great job. Again, scoring 9 tonight. Nice little performance. And again, Coach had mentioned it, 15 games, 15 days. It's nice for them to get a little bit of break now. I think they've got off the rest of the holiday, come back in January, but you can bet these Snowflake Lobos will be ready.
Once again, the final 73-51. Snowflake a winner over the Window Rock Scouts tonight. Our special thanks to our White Mountain Youth Productions, our students from Snowflake and Sholo High School. Technical director tonight, Nick Hall. Audio, Loy Willis. Graphics, Ember Evans. Canberra operators are Brett Chapman, Damian Sharp, Tyler Yellowhair, Ammon Dean, Amber Livingston, Gina Diaz. Advisors, Jerry Butler and Denise Westover. And our executive producer on the video side, City 4 TV manager Mel West. A special thanks to those kids that bring the pictures to us week in and week out, and they just do a fantastic job.
They really do a great job. Again, Mel West, not a lot of help, but he did have some great-looking nachos. The guy knows how to really enjoy a basketball game.
Just remember, Mel, next time we want some nachos up here.
No doubt. He walked right in front of us with a big grin, and you know what? He didn't even try to sneak. He just sticks it in our face.
If you'd like to be a sponsor of White Mountain Sports on City 4 TV, and remember 100% of the money is donated to the White Mountain Youth Productions Booster Club. It goes directly to the classes and the students in those classes of Sholo and Snowflake High School's video and media classes. You can call City 4 TV. Games are replayed on City 4 TV Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 o'clock and 1:30 on Saturdays. This game will be up, I believe, at the end of this week. By Monday, actually next Monday. This game will air next Monday at 7 o'clock, and then again on Wednesday, Friday at 7, and then that next Saturday at 1:30. If you'd like to watch the Blue Ridge Sholo game, it'll be rebroadcast again Wednesday night at 7, Friday at 7, and then again Saturday at 1:30. So tune in for those at City 4 TV. And as always, you can catch the live streaming video on our website at italk1067.com. Our in-studio producer, Royce Kincannon, tonight. Terrific job for him. Doing a fabulous job given our circumstances with our internet connection tonight. And our executive producer on site, Punt Cooley, along with also providing some commentary and that great insight.
Great debate. Always a good debate.
Well, he's a good debater, but he also did a good job with the interview with Coach Wood at the end of the game. For Bill London, I'm Camden Smith, reminding you the final score. Snowflake 73, Window Rock 21. It's a final. We'll be back tomorrow night at Blue Ridge High School as they take on the Falcons. Tune in at italk1067.com or here on the radio at italk 1067. This has been Sholo Ford's production, our presentation of high school basketball on iTalk 1067 and worldwide on italk1067.com. So long, everybody.
Good night.